Grew up in the small town of Sheridan, Indiana. My dad ran a garage there and ran about 100 sows on a farm about 8 miles north of town. So we would close up the garage and jump in the truck and run out and try to do chores, and it was a terrible way to raise hogs, but that's the way we did it. So I grew up with a hog background, attended Purdue University, and during the course of my studies at Purdue, I ended up taking a sales course. As part of the sales course, I had to make a sales presentation to an outside salesman. And there was a new hog vaccine that had just come out, and I picked that for my presentation and ended up presenting to a gentleman who was an employee of the company that I've worked for 40 some years now. And I impressed him enough with my presentation that he said something to the founder of the company, and they called me in for an interview, and that's how I ended up with my position through that sales course. My day used to be traveling to see 3 or 4 farms a day, visiting with customers, walking through barns. Now, if I see pigs, it's by appointment, well ahead of time, and with plenty of time to plan and not be around other animals. A lot more business conducted by phone and email now. I still make my rounds, but very carefully. And don't see near as many people per month as I used to.
Well, Brant's been a great sales representative to our farm, representing United Animal Health and the hog industry in the state of Michigan especially. He's maintained a great working relationship with all of the farms that he does business with, and does anything he can do to help the farm be successful, and especially the feed side of the farm, but also in other areas of operations as well.
Brant started to come over and visit us, but I had known him by reputation before that, and he always had a great reputation amongst the swine producers in the west part of the state where he most generally worked. So he would come over and he would give us ideas on different nursery things to try. Was very good in the finisher as far as telling us how we could save or make more money. He also was very good at interpreting the records of all the customers that were on the records system to, say, well, this seems to work here, this doesn't work there, those kinds of things. And also, they've had some probiotic type work that some of those products we used and used successfully because Brant introduced them to us. So.
Ironically, my favorite part was getting into the barns and looking at the animals, and I don't get to do that near as much. But interacting with my customers, I have some great people that I've dealt with over the years, and really cherish those relationships and those interactions. The other part of the job I really enjoy is the technology. This business just keeps changing and getting more involved. We've gotten into offering microbials now, and that's a whole new science, and I really enjoy that, and learning how those microbials can improve animal performance and help our customers out. Been married to my wife Sherry since 1979. We have 4 children. Stacy and Betsy and Brandy and Schaefer. Schaefer and Stacy have both worked on customers' farms in the farrowing room, so I'm proud to say that they have some background. We got them exposed a little bit. The kids are grown and doing well, and we're very proud of all of them. Enjoy fishing and hunting and camping. Karate is probably my biggest hobby right now, and I study an Okinawan form of karate, which some people call old man's karate, so it fits me very well. I don't have to do jump spinning kicks, so I keep both feet on the ground and just kind of punch and kick and get my exercise that way.
Brant was very happy when I started brewing beer, because I could always count on him to take a 6-pack home with him and give me good feedback. So in addition to nutrition work, he also did quality control work on my beer making. So that's probably one of the things, and we still do. When I do talk to him, I still do ask him what's good over there in Howland. So in that respect, Brant's just a great guy, and certainly deserving of this award.
I think we're going to continue to learn more and more about this animal. It's a fascinating animal. It's been around forever, and we keep thinking we know all about it, but we learn every day that there's a different way to do things. Customers come up with different way to do things. I tell people that I make my living by being a good parrot. I've never had many original ideas, but what one producer tells me can help another producer, and I'm kind of the conduit for moving that information around. So that's really part of the joy I have, being able to help a customer solve a problem, and usually it's with something that another producer's told me how they handled the same problem. So, yeah.